Hello, friends, and welcome back to VLADA'S Place. I'm using today's opportunity to go live and to talk to you a little bit more about why we have this channel and what we are trying to do with this channel. The title of today's conversation is Why is Real and Positive Media so important today? And I just want to explain a couple of things to you so you have a better understanding of what VLADA'S Seeds of Life and VLADA'S Place is all about. So basically, about 10 years ago, while I was raising my children, I realized how important it is to have the information or media that will communicate more than just entertainment. I think in the world today, we are bombarded with the opportunities of entertainment. And while we entertained, we are also, our attention and time is captured. And this is what's basically being communicated to us. And this is what eventually our lives become. But bottom line is, I realized that creating positive and real content was crucial because while entertainment industry has the hold on most of the outlets today, I think the voices of real people like yours and mine are equally important. And more than ever, I think it's important that people like us speak out by creating our own content. With that in mind, I decided 10 years ago that as a part of giving back to my community and to my country, who, by the way, have done so much for me, I decided to start creating a media, if you will, and a program, a family program that will contain real information, real people, a simplicity in its message, warmth, and a kind of content that will embrace families on a real level and in their everyday lives. So with that in mind, and with the trend of cooking shows, there were just so many cooking shows on the television, and every station has or network has its own. I just realized that there was a great need for cooking shows. People like it. People like that atmosphere in which they were home. Something was cooking. Something was happening because a lot of homes in America didn't have that. And so since this was suddenly so popular, I decided to use a similar template and to create a program around it that will incorporate not only a good food and ways to cook and to garden and to preserve foods, but also to expand the story on how does this impact our family in particular, and then how does this ripple on our neighborhood, our communities, and our country. So I started creating a program called Cooking and Kids. I didn't know anything about production. I mean nothing. So, but I had this great idea about the message and content that should have its place in today's media and different media outlets. So Cooking and Kids program was born, and the idea behind it was to donate this program to public access television stations. So as you know, to create content that's on the networks, you usually have to go by networks' demand. Basically, the program is created so that it will generate a lot of interest. Excuse me. Allergies are terrible in California right now. So, and with that in mind, since the content is created to attract sponsors and attract advertisement, the content of the program is pretty much controlled so that it will attract a lot of viewership. Well, my idea was, let's create a program that just speaks a goodness and kindness, and it brings people back home to their families and their communities. And in order to do that, I had to come up with my own funds, and this was my idea of giving back to my country. And so the program was created out of my own funds, and then I would donate this program to public access television stations. Now, it's important to remember and to remind a lot of you how many public access TV stations there are still in this country? Countless. They are not very popular. Few people watch it, but yet they continue to provide a program to millions of households nationwide. So if any individual in America decides to create a positive content and it's willing to donate it, these public access TV stations will air it, assuming that you have a quality content. So understanding that, I created a program and I donated first 3 episodes to the public access TV stations. And since then, it's been about 3 years. We are currently in over 230 public access TV stations in over 40 states. And our program is offered to over 20 million households in America. So what I'm trying to say here is that every individual in America today has opportunity to create their own content and to impact the communities around them and to impact the country, the bottom line. So the reason I'm talking about all of this is because if you go on the internet today and if you get in tune with what your kids are watching today, I think you will realize why my message of creating positive media is so important. Because children today are bombarded with the flashes of information. I'm following what my kids are watching, and the content they're watching, it's not really, it doesn't have the flow or the story. It's a content, it's just the images that just flash in front of them. And I don't know how young brains process all this and how they actually make the story and how do they relate to all of this. I see a great disconnect because the media and what's being presented to youth today does not contain as much as soul or story, which I think is so important in human life, to understand where the story was born, what happened, and how the story ends, and the point and the message of the story. So going back to positive media, my YouTube channel, for those of you who have followed us this far, you will see that I have all kinds of things on this YouTube channel. Obviously, there are other ways to become a popular, and we could expand and grow in that way, but my decision was to create this television program plus the YouTube channel, which will be positive, engaging, welcoming, informative, educational, and helpful, above all helpful. So on our YouTube channel, you're going to find out that we talk about raising chickens, planting trees, preserving food, gardening, neighborhood, kindness in people, being thrifty at home, cooking, bringing families back to dining table, helping neighbors, taking care of each other. So there's a lot of very simple content, if you will. But as an individual, I feel a great responsibility to make sure that my input is of quality and that it's something that will help other people, especially our young generations, learn and build onto this. So while you guys follow us on YouTube, expect a lot more simple YouTube recipes, and I'm really glad to be with all of you, but I just want you to understand why I'm doing this channel and why my content is what it is. We are here to encourage you to cook, to spend time with your family. We are here to encourage you to garden, to go back to nature, and especially now that technology is pulling us so fast ahead, it's very important that we make sure that we bring with us these skills and the way of life that we as a human beings simply need. And I think this is something that our kids will need as well, because technology it's taking off so rapidly. So my goal is to help the kids retain some of this phenomenal information and skills that humanity has had for so many years. So I'll talk more about our program. But again, I'm an ordinary mom. And as you can tell by my accent, I have not been born in this country, but I'm extremely privileged to be part of this country where people still have opportunity to participate in creating even greater society. And the one way we do this is by getting involved. And with that said, if you have any talents and if you are on the same page as I am, I would encourage you to get involved in your community. And even if you don't have talents, like I didn't have any talents with editing, and I just needed to tell the story, and I have this urge to share it. Just build on your passions, and you will figure out the skills, and just start getting involved. I think this will help us on so many levels. I think people need to connect, and one of the best ways to live today is through your passion and through giving. So I just want to encourage you, to just get involved, start creating your own positive product of, or something positive out of your own life, and start giving it to community and to public. All right. I don't want to bore you too much. This is just a little bit about why I have this channel and why I create the Cooking and Kids television program. And you're going to see more of that. So stay tuned, write to us, stay connected with us, give us your feedback. And I just want to say thank you all for following us this far. There are people all around the world, in India, Pakistan, South America, China, Japan, all people throughout the Europe. Thank you all so much, and stay tuned. And let's use this technology to stay connected and to learn and build better lives through sharing information. So thank you, guys. I gotta go. Doing this live videos, it's challenging because you gotta stay sharp. I have so much to say. But then this little green light, it confuses me because I don't see your eyes. But in any case, I'll keep talking. And hopefully, as I continue to share stuff with you, I'll get better at it. All right. So let's go and do something positive. And so I'm off to get back to work with my charity. Until the next time, stay well, take good care of your kids, and tell your friends about us. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.